Family, this is Cousin Marilyn. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. Well, maybe about 30 miles south of Atlanta, but I'm formerly from the Illinois area, which gives me the Jeffers clan. The Jeffers clan and the Stubblefield clan. And on this is love. Now, I'll tell you how this came about with the Loves. I was at a family reunion in St. Louis, Missouri. And after the family reunion, after the festivities, someone called me. I had gone back to the hotel to rest. And after every the reunion, after all the festivities are gone, they have what they call a business meeting. And that's where they decide where the next year, who's going to have it, where it's going to be. It's held. So the phone rang in my room, and someone, I can't even remember who it was at this point, but somebody said, Marilyn, we were just deciding where the next family reunion is going to be, and we thought that maybe we could ask you if you would host it for next year. And I said, oh my gosh, no, I do not, I cannot do that. I have to ask George. And you know what? I kind of think now, thinking about it, that was Uncle Kay that had suggested that. So he said, well, why don't you go ahead and call George and see if he would consent to that. I said, oh no, he won't. He won't, Uncle Kay, don't do that. So, well, we hung up, and I sit there for a minute, and I said, oh God, George's not going to do this. But I called him, and I said, hey George, I said, they're getting some of the points ironed out for next year family reunion, and they want to know if we can host it in Atlanta. There was a little, just a little pause there, and he said, okay. And I said, who is this? Who is this? Get him off the phone. Who is this? Get me George. This is not George. Get me George. So, you know the outcome. That next year, everybody was in Atlanta, Georgia. The people from Stubblefield, Jeffers. And I said, as long as I'm having it, I might as well have my family too. My family is the Loves. So they called and they said yes. Well, let me tell you, that family reunion was nice, and I thought, okay, I can do this. And I said, let me think, how am I going to start? That's not that many, everything will be all right. So starting with the next year and getting things in place and aligned, we sent out invitations, telling what's going to happen, where it's going to happen, and who it's going to happen with. Well, it wasn't long before the announcements. Is that right? What does that mean?
You've been talking 4 minutes.
Okay.
Just a FYI.
Yeah, this might go on a while.
Yeah, I know. Just so you know. You said you wanted to talk 15 minutes.
Okay. All right. So all of the people came and well, before that we started getting all the announcements back, and we go through. And I thought to myself, where's all these people coming from? It wasn't but a handful, just a few at the St. Louis meeting. That's why I had it. Where are they coming from? So George said, well, this must be it, because the invitation started coming back, and I thought, oh God, what is this? How am I going to do this? Well, I had George, I had my guy. He's a I just want to know let you to know that if anybody didn't know that we lost George 4 years ago, and I miss that guy. He was my rock of Gibraltar. But anyway, we started with the family reunion, and as I say, that was in Atlanta. That was August 2006. Now, I got 2007, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Stubblefield Jeffers family reunion, and I've got 2008, Stubblefield Jeffers family reunion, and this is in Clinton, Iowa. So, 6, 7, and 8. I don't know how many more I have made since then, but it's been a few. It's been a few. So, getting on with the reunion. Jeffers makes up, is over, the Jeffers is really over the Stubblefields, because there are 5 male children and 3 female children. That makes up 8. I've been told that there were 9, but what we're going to do here today, it's going to be 8. I don't know what happened to the 9th. But there's also a book that came out in, what is this? Book came out in, what was this one? 1989. It was. And whoever had this family reunion in 1989, they really need to be applauded, because they got everything. They got every name, every place where they were born, and all the cemeteries. The cemetery where my grandfather and my grandmother are born, were buried. So here's the clan. This is a clan. There's Uncle Highland, there's Uncle Walter, there's Uncle Kermit, there's Uncle Jethro, and there's Uncle Cromer. That's the 5 boys. Here's Aunt Mayella, Aunt Marcella, and my mama, Ruby Merrill. So, as I can remember, there was Aunt Mayella, who lived in Perks, and Ruby Merrill, my mother, who lived in Pulaski, Illinois, which was maybe like about 30 miles, as they say, 30 miles from each other as the crow flies. And very close to Papa Jeffers and Mama Jeffers, who lived right over the tracks. Where every Sunday, something was going on. Aunt May and Uncle Hurley and their clan on a big truck would come down, and we would, I think that's where Uncle Kate got his honey, because Papa Jeffers would kill, and we would have stuff to eat. We'd have ice cream, you know, the cup that you wind up. Everybody had a turning, and 10, 15 minutes, ice cream would be made. And we would have, good time, good festivities. So I kind of think this was the root of the family reunions, because on the next Sunday, me and Mom, Daddy Earl, we'd all go to Perks. And other times we'd go to Perks. This one, I'd be lonely, didn't have no play pretties, nobody to play with. So Mama would take me up and drop me off at Perks, and it was a good friendship, because she would dress me up in all these little white patent leather shoes and this little dress that stood out and everything. But Tom and Jerry would have my clothes waiting for me, and my shoes. And as soon as I would get there, well, you know, I'd get into my stuff. We'd go out into the woods, go hunting for the nuts. Then we'd go by the creek and dangle our feet in the water. And it's sad to say that I don't know if everybody remembers Tom, but Tom lost his life in a creek at one time, and it was a very sad time of my life. So we would come back home, eat nuts, crack them with a hammer all night long. There was hickory nuts, and we had pecans, and we had the walnuts. We'd have all kinds. Walnuts we couldn't really eat because we had to cut off and put them in a bag, and because they have to dry. You could eat them in the wintertime. So that's my relationship with the Jeffers, with the Stubblefield family reunion. So out of the Perks clan, Dolores was the oldest one. And every time we had a family reunion, Dolores opened up the service with her favorite song. Her song was, I had my good days, I've had my bad days, but I won't complain.
She likes that.
Get back, get back, get back. Oh, thank you.
She likes that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I want you all to know that this is my granddaughter's dog, Bailey. Bailey, take your bows. All right. Look at that. Oh.
Almost on cue. She loves your singing.
So, now where was I with my song?
I don't know.
Okay, and that was Dolores opening up the song when we have our service. Because we always had a service after the festivities. The meals and the gatherings was done. And then we go to church and have a church service. So, oh, look at this one. I'm so sorry.
Well, he won't be outdone.
This is...
That's yours. That's your little bad
Ozzy.
boy.
This is Ozzy. I want you to know that my granddaughter thought that I needed a dog after my husband passed. And I said, don't give me no dog. Don't like dogs. Never had one, but she got one anyway. No, I can't get it. I don't know what I'd do without him. So, here we are. So, anyway, see, that makes me lose my place, when I go. So, anyway, where was I, should I? You have to keep up with this, because,
No, these were
dogs.
You were singing.
Dogs.
I think everything kind of took a sidestep. You were about two verses.
Okay, yeah, I was getting ready to end it.
Well,
because that was the beginning.
You're rolling up on 14 minutes. I don't know if you have a cutoff or not. So.
Yeah, 15 minutes are good. Dolores, she would open up with I Can't Complain. And she has a son named Pluky who has a deep, deep, deep voice, bass voice. He would close us out with, we are often tossed and driven o'er the sea of life's blah blah, howling winds, and I don't think I know them, but at the end it says, by and by, oh, when the morning comes, when all the saints of God are gathering on, we will tell the story, how we overcome, and we'll understand it better by and by. And with that, I thank you, Brian, for giving me the opportunity to speak on past reunions. I hope I didn't overdo it. If you need me, give me a call next time.